let's start with today's session. So this is my firm's name, Lifemap, and what I do is I help people write their destiny. How? Let's see today. जब आप एक लेटर की प्रैक्टिस करते हो, वो लेटर का क्या इंपॉर्टेंस होता है, वो लेटर कैसे लिखा जाता है, एवरीथिंग ऑफ दैट कम्स इनटू थेरेपी. We as graphologists give these therapies to people where you can have written and non-written both the therapies. As professionals, as adults, now when everything is getting into digital world, you will be having a question ki why now I have to go back and write. But when you sit with a pen and paper, this will actually give you the results very quickly when you want to change a habit. If you are someone who has a habit of not having that food on time, so how will you stick to it? आपने बहुत ट्राई किया, आप पिछले 2-3 साल से सिर्फ ट्राई कर रहे हो कि नहीं, आज से नहीं, मैं कल से ट्राई करूंगा कि आई हैव माय फूड ऑन टाइम, मैं परसों से ट्राई करूंगा कि आई विल हैव माय फूड ऑन टाइम, बट स्टिल इट इज नॉट हैपनिंग. But when you inculcate a habit of writing, it will actually go to your brain that I have to do it. Now, why is it so significant, and it is scientifically proven? Whenever you write, your fingertips are attached with your pen, and whenever you write, the nervous system of your fingers are the ones that are directly connected to your brain, and that is how whatever thought process you have will directly reflect on the paper. If you have indigestion, your letter D's will be incomplete. The D that you write, वो नीचे से खुला होगा या तो वो ऊपर से टेढ़ा होगा. If you have heart problem or someone in your family is having a heart problem, आपका letter T would be crooked या letter A में कहीं ना कहीं complications होंगे. If you are having, for females, as you know that females have a lot of health issues because of menstrual cycle, because of low stamina, low hemoglobin and everything. आपको ये सारी problems कैसे solve करनी है? How can you face it? This all will be reflected in your letters J, G, T, Y. Letter T, यहाँ पे आपको कहीं ना कहीं ink का dots दिखेगा, extra flow of ink दिखेगा. Always we have a tendency wherein we understand these extra dots in your handwriting are the pen का mistakes की वो ink रह गया है वहाँ पे, pen बराबर से नहीं चल रहा है. We kind of blame that pen for that kind of thing, but it is not the pen. It is your body, that part of your body जो पेपर के ऊपर reflect हो रहा है कि यहाँ पर मुझे वो pain हो रहा है. Any signature change, any handwriting change, any letter implementation, when you want to do it, you will have to do it for minimum of 21 days without any gap. 21 days is a gap wherein a person's brain relies on that thing, starts understanding that things, and it will adapt your mindset. And dedicate 45 minutes bare minimum. As professional, it is difficult for you to give 45 minutes altogether, then divide it into 15 minutes into the span of your day. 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes in the afternoon, and 15 minutes in the evening. Divide it and practice it, because when you practice it, your brain will understand that you are inculcating new habit or a new change in your body, and you want to achieve better goals in life. And when you're practicing it, it has to be mandatorily blue ball pen and unruled sheet, A4 size paper which has no lines, no signatures, and you need to have a couple of sheets together. Single paper पे नहीं practice करना, because अपना जो base होता है वो hard होता है. So when you write it on a hard base and not have a couple of papers below it, what negative thing will happen is pressure light हो जाएगा. आपका प्रेशर पीछे के पेज पे नहीं आएगा. When your pressure is not coming that side, eventually you will again go and have the health issues that you are having. Moving to next, these are some basic patterns of graphotherapy जो आप stress buster में use कर सकते हो. For females, you can use it during your menstrual cycles. You have stomach cramps, you have headaches. For males, when you have a lot of work pressure, or family fights, or you cannot find peace for your own self. You're working. For any individual, when you're working for like 10, 12 long hours and you have not got any break, take that 10 minutes just on your desk, switch off everything, and just take a pen and paper and draw any random pattern. Draw any random pattern that comes to your mind. Select a pattern and use a pen to draw it. You all can copy these patterns. Every pattern has a meaning. I will explain it in very simple sentence. When you write E continuously, it means that you want to grow, and you want to be entangled with your mindset and work positively on front. If you are doing it mountain, these mountains has to be very inclined. It cannot be very steep, or it cannot be extra wide, because if it is extra wide, then you are lethargic. You will become lazy. And if it is very steep, then you will become very practical, very analytical. You will not think on your health. You will not think on your mental balance. So it has to be very concrete. That will give you good time to grow, good time to work, good time to settle, have your own space. The another pattern below it, that is box with a dot in between. This is specifically given for kids to increase their memory power. If you have difficulty in memorizing numbers, in memorizing things, if you face difficulties in memorizing your balance sheets, your tally numbers and etc., firm names and everything, by practicing this habit, you will be concentrated enough, your memory skills will also increase. E pattern already explained. When you have a O and hyphen, O is completing your one work, connecting it with your another work, completing your another work, connecting it with your another work. So when you're working for a firm, you have to, when you're working at an office which is having 10 different firms, and then there are 50 different works to be done. So पहले एक काम करो, फिर उसको दूसरे चीज के साथ. You cannot collect 10 different works together and sit and work on it. Eventually, that is how you will help and you will train your mind to work on. The ulta E that is written, it is also called as N pattern. This pattern actually stimulates your brain work fast because it is connected. जो ऊपर से connected है will help your brain to settle down and work with the time and the hours that you have to work on. जो सीधा लिखा हुआ है E pattern, जो नीचे से है, it will give you stamina, it will give you energy, it will keep your stomach in control to work on that platform. And the last one, lethargic wala, दिया हुआ है as a negative trait. When you have such a wide zigzag lines, that is something where you become lazy. You can do it when you really want to sleep quickly, when you are tired after a very long working week and you really want कि भाई अब मैं सो जाऊं, I really want to relax, I really want to be lazy for a while. That time you can practice it. And the last one, that is the S moment. This moment has two very major important roles. For females, when you are on your menstrual cycles, you can actually use this because this will help your stomach to calm down. Your cramps will be less. And for another thing, if someone in your surrounding, or even if you are an asthmatic patient on a very level 1, this pattern will actually ease your breathing process. If you have difficulties, if you feel suffocated, claustrophobic, and any sort of this kind of issues, if you have this pattern, will actually help you overcome. This cannot be done for 45 minutes. You need to start with 5 minutes, stretch it to 15 minutes. And it is also mandatory that you get proper guidance from a graphologist before starting any practices, because it has an adverse effect on you. Also, if you can just see the S moments, there are ink dots in the lower zone of the S. If my arrow is visible, this part in the letter S, there is an ink dot. We all say कि वो pen का mistake है, pen खराब चल रही थी या pen ढंग से नहीं चल रही थी, kind of thing. But that is not it. That pattern actually signifies that your body is having pain. Your stomach is having cramps or your heart is having extra pressure on itself. These dots can be in any of the letters that you have written, and every letter is connected to one or the other part of your body. So these are some types of therapies that I give it to people, and while you practice it for a very good amount of time, your results are very quicker and enough for you to get it soon. I have pain dots. That's good, Pooja. Anyone else? I am 100% sure about this thing that every female has some or the other pain dots, because we guys have the biggest thing of menstrual cycles in our life. So to overcome those pain dots, you will have to stick to writing at least 5 minutes every day and remove that pain from your body. You will have to consult a graphologist what to write and how to write. That I am available on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You can like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, because every Monday 9 p.m. I post a video that will actually help you grow in life. And on my Instagram channels, you can go and understand how graphology helps an individual to grow in life.